Welcome back. So for this series of images that I'm going to show, I was looking at the tribe of Simeon, one of the 12 tribes of Israel. This was the second born son of Jacob and Leah. The name stems from the root to hear, and there's a close affiliation with Judah because much of their land got absorbed into Judah. So I first drew this random symbol with black just to have something like a foundation to paint around. And then I went over it in different colours just as I was drawn to, as I normally do. And this is what I had. And then the decision was whether to go over it with my pens, which I decided to do. I'll show you in a minute. I actually almost wish that I hadn't. Finally looks like eyes at the top, but there's also this heart shape. Just a closer look in on those eyes. It kind of almost looks like it pierces into a little mouth as well, right at the bottom. And there's some various shadows either side of that in like yellow and red. So there it's gone over with pens, and I think I went a bit too heavy on the yellow. Not that I don't like it, but just looking at the previous one, I kind of prefer that more. So there's kind of different shadows within almost like two windows at the bottom. It looks like there's a person here, possibly with someone following behind, kind of like a sock or a phallic object on the right-hand side. And then this side is slightly less defined, but it still looks like a doorway or window, possibly with someone curled up inside it, or even looks a bit like they're going into a house. So you can still see the eyes, and it looks like two halves of a heart almost. And then there's these sort of like things almost coming out of their mouth area that become like people below. Lots of yellow there. There's just a close-up. The one on the left, it looks like there's sort of like an eagle eye perhaps just above the head of this person on the left with the headdress. And then on the right, I'm not quite sure what that is. Perhaps something bird-like. And then there's this mixture of like red and yellow below. I can't necessarily see any shapes there, but I do like the mixture of light there. So I'm going to leave it on the original image because I do actually prefer that. So I wonder if there's a message of heartbreak perhaps here in the story of Leah, and that Jacob initially loved Rachel and wanted to marry her, but instead Laban gave her Leah because she was his eldest. She also had a daughter called Dinah, who, depending on which sources you look at, was either raped or seduced, possibly locked in a box, was married to Job, and possibly had a daughter called Asenath and or Osnat. I wonder if the division here in the heart is also speaking to this idea of the matriarchal line, which is very difficult to piece together from the little tidbits that we're given. Thanks for listening. Please like and subscribe.